Hey fam, I am traveling, but not for the reason you might think.
I'm traveling across the USA to meet two women who have done the unthinkable.
I've never met these people before,
Ooh, there's a bee.
but their story inspired me. This is Jill, and this is Sue Ellen. And together, they sold everything they owned, everything they saved throughout their entire lives, ended up being funneled into one of the biggest bed and breakfasts I've ever seen in my entire life, and it was a risky decision.
And next to a warning about a growing trend for American families earning extra cash by renting their home on a popular website.
Do you feel like a prisoner in your own home?
Absolutely. I have 8 security cameras in my house right now.
33-year-old Poonam Sandhu renting her master bedroom to this couple through Airbnb last
2 years ago, I bought a house in Palm Springs and renovated it. And last January, I put it on Airbnb. When the house was finally ready, I was so excited to see how it would do on Airbnb. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, you guys. We lost money. It's not looking good.
That's an Airbnb host by the name of Shelby Church, and her experience seems to be replicated among other Airbnb hosts who...
Not everyone is cut out for Airbnb hosting, but if you're willing to give it a try...
With hundreds of Airbnb hosts coming out online and speaking about their experiences, their successes, and their failures, you have to wonder, how can anyone be successful in this market? Is it possible? And then I realized, they're not even on Airbnb. How are they successful?
I know, it's crazy.
In a market where Airbnb dominated these last few years.
It's so cool. I literally can't wait to meet them.
But they did it with the highest hopes that their risky decision would pay off and leave them set for the rest of their lives.
Like, could you imagine doing what they're doing right now? All right, talk to you later.
Now the real question is, did it? Did purchasing this bed and breakfast leave them financially set for the rest of their lives? And what does the bed and breakfast look like now that it's in their hands? Is it better? Is it worse? I guess we're going to find out.
And I want to know how it's going. And I just want to know what it's like, you know?
So I decided the best way to find out is to travel to Michigan.
You guys, I am so excited. So I'm traveling to Michigan to find out. Let's pack. The reason I find it so intriguing,
the reason I find these women's stories so intriguing and their adventure into the bed and breakfast market so intriguing
is the fact that I feel like in life it's already scary enough to do that. It's already hard enough to do that, to have the guts to push forward and push through all the milestones just to do that. And I feel like as life goes on, life beats you up, man. Life just constantly throws you through so many different loops, and the fact that all of the people that I've seen, not all of them, but a lot of the people I've seen have actually given up on their dreams the older they got. Like, life beats you up so bad sometimes that you just don't even want to go for it. You're exhausted. You're just over it. So the internal courage that it takes to do that is astronomical. Everyone I've ever spoken to, look at these cute pants. Anyway, everyone I've always spoken to has played it kind of safe, you know, because they know that having a safe life is also, it can be a good thing, you know. Having a safe life leads to safe adventures, and you can have a beautiful life that way. But what makes somebody risk it all and go for this kind of opportunity at this point in their life, in their 50s or 60s? Did they just get tired of playing it safe? Maybe they never played it safe. Maybe this is like their 10th adventure, you know? And I also wonder, because I find when people live life on their terms, which is kind of what I'm doing. I mean, I live in my vehicle, but I'm a person that is always going to be living a strange and different kind of life. So like, when I think of them, I think maybe that could be me one day. What if one day I wake up and I'm like, I want to start an Airbnb, or I want to start a bed and breakfast? Like, I could be them. So why not? You know, why not talk to them about it? It's definitely interesting to me, and I want to know how it's going.
Unfortunately, we received news that there is a hurricane that is headed our way, and it ended up interfering with my trip, and it ended up cutting it short. But I did get to travel all the way up to Michigan just in time, right before the hurricane hit, to meet these two lovely women, and I did get to interview them. And they were very honest in their approach to discussing their bed and breakfast, and they are some of the most lovely people I've ever met. Hey y'all. Hey, I'm here. Alright, you guys, I just got to bed and breakfast, and this place is so cozy. It is so cozy. I love it here. I could live here. 100%. I could live here. And they greeted us with such warm energy, and they're just so friendly, and they gave us hugs, and this whole place, including the people, has that very warm, friendly family feel. And I love that. So that they have a funny sense of humor. Look at this pillow. But I love this place. We do have a hurricane coming, so that's concerning. But I didn't let the hurricane stop me from adventuring around the town and showing you guys what it would be like to visit here. And as it turns out, Cairo, Michigan is pretty lit. Welcome to Cairo, Michigan, where the old buildings are a vibe and the amphitheater is a good time. A place where driving antique cars will never be a crime. And the word antique is on every sign. We visited the oven, and the food was divine. It's good eating time. Mouth-watering burgers and puffy dough. Is all mine. And now to the main event, the Airbnb and the women that brought this adventure to life.
Tonight is
the night we finally get to meet these women.
I feel like a lot of women are nervous for tonight. There's only a few solid
questions I wrote down to ask them. This is my first time doing this, you guys. Also, shout out if you know where this audio is from.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to America's most heavenly bed and breakfast. Does this not remind you of a Mr. Rogers opening scene? That's how heavenly this bed and breakfast is. You guys, the bed and breakfast is even better than before. They took on this project and they absolutely thrived. It is gorgeous. I can't believe it. The bedding is luxurious. It gets a big fat 10 out of 10 in my book. The beds are so comfortable. You'll sleep for a week straight and not even care. And the outdoor area, oh my god, the garden is so big. You can definitely have that princess moment where you just go out to the garden and you sit in your beautiful dress waiting for your knight in shining armor that never comes. And the inside, you can read a book by yourself while you wait for your Prince Charming that never comes. And you'll also not be lonely because they have a really chill dog that will cuddle you. And they give the grandma feels. They are the sweetest women in the world. It's like a little piece of heaven was found and no one has gone in there and corrupted it. It's beautiful. I feel like if unconditional love and purity was a person, it'd be Jill. And then multiply that by 2, it'd be Sue Ellen. You got 2 unconditionally loving people running a bed and breakfast. What could be better? I'll tell you what could be better. A conversation with them. Here we go.
Why did you guys begin this bed and breakfast? Like, what inspired you to do this?
We needed a place to live. And I was going through divorce, and I needed some place to live with my dog and my sewing business. And Jill's mom had the bed and breakfast. Then she called and said, I think I'd like to retire from the bed and breakfast business. Would you be interested? And I called Jill and I said, Jill, your mom's retiring. Let's buy the bed and breakfast. So here we are.
Here we are.
Right.
19 years later, here we are.
Right. Yep. Tuesday.
So you must have really liked it.
Right. Yeah.
It's a fun business. It's an interesting business. We get to meet a lot of nice people. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of confinement. But it's a lot of fun.
We laugh about that commercial that's on TV where they ride up on their bicycles and go, oh man, our dream came true. We own a bed and breakfast. And we look at each other. They never talk about cleaning the toilets or cleaning washing
that's
sheets.
what I was wondering about.
Right.
It's like, what is the reality of owning a bed and breakfast? What are the challenges that people don't know about? Things like that.
I'm going to say the confinement. It's confining. You're cleaning constantly. Those are probably the 2. You have to be guest ready all the time.
I could only imagine.
And you're just constantly working on a project to make sure that it's
that you continue the income and everything. And
the one of the most important things is you have to care for people. I really feel I'm a caregiver. Jill's a caregiver. And so by nature, it's easy. It's easy work for us because it's easy for us to take care of people.
Because that's your heart.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and my babies had the nerve to grow up and not need me anymore. So
here's a bunch of people coming out that need you, and you're like, where are you coming from?
But it's all good.
Yeah,
we got
get in
this.
my house. You need me. You don't know where you are.
I think she told you we have a gal that's coming to stay here while she does her clinicals or internship or something, and she'll be here for 3 months. Yeah. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, does this girl have a clue how mothered she's going to be?
I offered her to call me Nana.
Already, she's not even here.
She's not even here. Right.
Oh, she's lucky.
I was listening to the conversation as she was deciding if she was going to stay here or not, if she could afford to stay here or whatever. And I had a half a dozen things going on all at that same time. And I was trying to take care of the boutique, and I was trying to take care of the vacation house and just do other things. And I kept just coming in on little portions of their conversation. And I thought,
you're just hopping in and out, and it's
just getting bits and pieces of it. And I just thought, oh, Hannah, if you only know.
That's going to be great.
Yeah. I'll be good. And there's going to be somebody just like me taking care of my JD when she goes to Colorado.
Exactly.
Hopefully that's right.
So if you are out in Colorado, your granddaughter, she's very lovely. She's going to become a doctor. She needs a place to stay. So with the bed and breakfast, what time do you guys have to wake up in the morning?
Usually 6:30.
6:30?
We start serving breakfast at 7. I like to get up 6 or 6:15 because I need a little more coffee prior to making
open your eyes.
Yes. I don't like to hit the ground with my feet running. I like to have that coffee time first. So I get up around 6. You get up later than I
get up later. I'm the cook, so I have it planned before I go to bed what they're going to have.
And you have it all situated.
Mhm.
That's the caring side of you. I can
Right.
see it. She's so excited. She's like, I have the whole thing.
Right,
I got
right.
The transition into doing this, was it difficult at first, or was it kind of natural?
For me, it was very natural. And being a seamstress, I'm home anyway doing my sewing, and people come for fittings, so it wasn't unnatural for me to need to be home for that. Home to receive the guests is very natural.
I get a little more freedom because she is here doing her alterations.
I can see in your eyes, you're like, I'm free.
Yes,
I get a little more freedom. I get to go to the grocery store and I get to run the errands. So
right. And Jill is
it's all good.
Right, she's on the city council, so that's a good warm feeling knowing that she's helping take care of the city.
Oh, that's good too.
Right.
Have you been doing that for a long time?
Just over 2 years.
And you really enjoy
Yeah,
it?
I do enjoy it. It's a 4-year term, and and I think in a small community, it's important to be involved.
Thank you guys so
A lot of good
Oh,
stuff.
you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And with that, I began to tour this amazing bed and breakfast, and you will see a full detailed tour in tomorrow's video. You guys, this place is gorgeous. It is so beautiful and comfortable and peaceful, and there's just so many beautiful things about this place that I had to do a full detailed walkthrough with you guys, because I feel like a lot of you guys will want to stay here in the future. So look forward to that video coming out tomorrow. But here is a sneak peek of the inside of the bed and breakfast. Trust me, the full video is worth the wait. And if you're a member, that video is already dropped for members viewing. So it's available now. Alright, you guys, I will see you on the next adventure. I love you guys so much. Take care of your family, take care of yourselves, and I'm getting back on the road.